Hello friends, most welcome to English Advantage online classes. Friends, in this video we will be doing a tricky parajumble and I will be telling you how to solve a tricky parajumble. So let us get started with this video tutorial. Now before I proceed further, let me give you a very important information here regarding this mobile app called GradeUp. If you want to study on mobile, and that is for free for all subjects, you can definitely download and make good use of this mobile app called GradeUp. You get all the practice sets and you get good stuff here for all the competitive exam, and at the same time you get all the notifications for different government job exams also. So this is an extremely useful mobile app. Please download it, install it and use it for your preparation. Now let us get started with the real tutorial. Now here I will discuss how to solve a tricky parajumble. So these are the basic guidelines, and I have mentioned here 5 points. These are the basic guidelines, and if you apply these guidelines, you can solve any parajumble quite easily and without wasting much time. So this is the first guideline. First noun will come and then a pronoun to replace it in any paragraph. First we will discuss noun like Ram, like Ajay, like Delhi. Any noun will come first, and then to replace it a pronoun will come like this, that, these, like he or she or it. Okay, so this is the most important guideline in order to solve any parajumble. First noun will come and then any kind of pronoun will come like such, like this, like these, like those. Okay, so these words will come later. So this basic guideline will help you in deciding which sentence cannot be the first sentence. Okay, so you can eliminate the other sentences and you can figure out which sentence can be the opening sentence. So this basic guideline is very important. Now let us see the guideline number 2. First full form will come and then a short form. Okay, for example, Supreme Court will come first and then SC will come, or income tax or information technology will come first and then IT will come to replace it. So this is also very important guideline. Now let us look at the guideline number 3. Figure out the opening sentence. Yes, this is most important. If you can figure out the opening sentence, or you can say the first sentence, half the battle is won, and this is definitely the most important part. A paragraph generally doesn't start with words like but, hence, thus, because, yet, although, for example, for instance, as, and when. So a sentence does not normally start with these words because these words are the connectors, like but or hence or thus or because, for example, okay, for instance. So by applying these guidelines, you can figure out which sentence cannot be the first sentence, and you can eliminate those sentences and you can reach to the first sentence, and then you can apply common sense approach. Now this is the 4th guideline, mandatory pair. What are the mandatory pair? Mandatory pair are the closely related or naturally followed by the previous ones. They can be grammatically related, they can be related by the reference word. So on the basis of these things, you can make the mandatory pair. Mandatory pair are nothing but the closely related or naturally followed pairs. Okay, so this is also important. This trick is very useful in order to solve any tricky parajumble. And apply common sense approach and try to correlate the sentences logically by taking clue from the reference word. Now let me tell you what is the reference word. If two sentences are having the same word, that word will be common in both the sentences and they will definitely make the mandatory pair. So these 5 guidelines are very important to solve any tricky parajumble. Now let us see the real example. Now this real example I have picked up for SBI PO pre-exam. So this kind of parajumble can definitely come in SBI PO pre 2017 exam. So as you can see here, 6 sentences are given here: A, B, C, D, E or F. So in total there are 6 sentences given, but they are jumbled up, they are mixed up, and you have to put them in proper order to make it a meaningful paragraph. Okay, now first job, now your most important job is to figure out the opening sentence or title sentence, you can say. Okay, now to do this, you can eliminate the other sentences that cannot be the first sentences. Now just see this sentence: India's worry on that count. You must notice this pronoun. Okay, so this sentence cannot become the first sentence because it contains a pronoun. Now let us see this sentence. This sentence also contain pronoun, so this sentence also cannot become the first sentence. Let us see this sentence. This sentence cannot become the first sentence because it has pronoun, it has pronoun, and it has pronoun. And in this sentence there is also a word called also. So the sentence containing this word also cannot also become the first sentence, because these sentence containing also means that this sentence is a kind of extension of the previous sentence. That is why we are using here also. Okay. Now trade is expected to get more protectionist with the US president elect threatening. Now this sentence can definitely become the first sentence, and this sentence also, because both these sentences are not having any pronoun and they are talking about some particular subject. So either of the D or E can become the first sentence, and this sentence cannot become the first sentence because this sentence contains the connector. Okay. So now out of these two sentences, let me figure out which sentence will become the first sentence. Now if you look at this sentence, India's export sector needs to be strengthened to withstand changes that could take place in world trade led by disruptions by the Trump administration in the US. So in this sentence we are talking about a general thing, but in this sentence we are talking about a specific thing. Trade is expected to get more protectionist. Okay, so this sentence is more general in nature and this sentence is specific in nature, because here we are talking about trade. So when you notice these two sentences, or when you notice these kind of sentences, you must go from general to specific. First general sentence will come, then a specific sentence will come. Okay, suppose you're talking about a student. First you will talk about a student, then you will talk about the specific things related with that student, like his age, like his class, like his hobbies and interest. So first obviously you will talk about a general thing, then you will talk about a specific thing. So this sentence, now E sentence will become your first sentence. Okay, now let me write down here E. Now India export sector needs to be strengthened. Okay, it needs to be consolidated to withstand to tolerate changes that could take place in world trade led by the disruptions made by the Trump administration. So he is making lots of changes in the export sector and trade sector. So how these changes will affect the Indian market, that we are talking about in this particular paragraph. Now after this sentence you can say this sentence: trade is expected to get more protectionist. Now here we are talking about something in general. Now here we are this sentence is a kind of extension of the previous sentence, because here we are saying trade is expected to get more protectionist. Because why it is getting more protectionist? Because the Trump is making changes. Okay, so this sentence and this sentence are logically related. It will become the mandatory pair. Now trade is expected to get more protectionist with the US president elect threatening to review multilateral trade deals as well as import of goods into the US in a bid to boost domestic industry. Since he want to boost domestic industry, he want to put a certain amount of ban on certain goods imported from the other countries, because he want to boost domestic industry. So D will become your next sentence. Okay, trade is expected to get more protectionist with the US president elect threatening to review multilateral trade. He will review multilateral trade and he will put some kind of ban imported into the US. Now after this, if you read out the sentence number A, it will definitely become the next sentence. India's worries on that count. Now here we are talking about that the Trump government will put certain kind of ban on certain goods, and on the next sentence we are talking about the worries, because it's a kind of worries. It will affect your the India's export sector market and trade sector market. So definitely the A will become the next sentence. India's worries on that count. Okay, India's worries on that count may be limited. Gems, jewelry and textiles are among the top items exported to the US. So even on these items he can put some kind of ban. So that is why there are worries for India's, but the worries are limited. So A will become your next sentence. Okay, now after this, what will you put? India's worries on that count may be limited, as gems, jewelry and textile are among the top item exported to the US. Okay, now after this sentence you can put this sentence, but because in these two sentences D and A, you are talking about the disruption made by the Trump government. Okay, so that is why this sentence will become your next sentence, F, because here you are also talking about the disruption caused by the Trump government, but the disruption caused by the US could result in slowing global trade again. Okay, we are saying that India's worries on that count are limited, but the disruption caused by the US government could result in slowing global trade again. So definitely this sentence makes sense, and this sentence can become the next sentence. Now after this you can write the also sentence, because also means that this sentence is the extension of the previous sentence. Now you can put here C sentence. This could also mean global value chain would be disrupted. Okay, now in F and in C, in both these sentences the reference word is disruption or disrupted. In F also there is disruption, and C also there is a disrupted. So F and C will make a mandatory pair. This could also mean global value chain would be disrupted. Okay, and after C, B will come. This could hurt India, but its impact is difficult to assess as the countries is part of such chains. Just see the word such chains. Okay, in the C sentence we are saying global value chain, and in the B sentence we are saying such chain. Such chains means global value chains. So B will become your next sentence. So this is your answer formula, EDAFCB, and that is how you should approach any kind of tricky para jumble. Okay, these are the basic guidelines, and on the basis of this magic formula you can give the answers of these questions. Which of the following should be the fourth sentence after rearrangement? Okay, now let me see which is the fourth sentence. The fourth sentence is F. So question number first, your answer will be 2. Okay, now which of the following should be the second sentence? Second sentence is D. So your answer will be third. Question number 2, your answer is third. Question number 3, which of the following should be the last sentence or sixth sentence? And the last sentence is B. So question number 3, your answer is 2. Which of the following should be the first sentence after rearrangement? Your first sentence is E. So your answer is 2. Which of the following should be the fifth sentence? And the fifth sentence is C. So your answer is third. So that is how you can solve tricky para jumble. So this video tutorial I have recorded in English, but if you want to watch the Hindi version of the same video, you can definitely watch it. I have already uploaded on the same channel called English Advantage YouTube channel. Now let me remind you, if you want to study for free on mobile, this is the best mobile app called Grade Up. You can download, install, and start preparing for SBI PO 2017 and other competitive exam. Please remember that this is absolutely free, and you can definitely consolidate your preparation for any competitive exam through this mobile app. You can download it from Google Play. Now these are the certain platforms where I am available. So you can join me on Facebook. You can join English Advantage group on Facebook. You can like English Advantage education page to get all the notifications. You can share my videos through this link. This is my YouTube channel link, and this is my WhatsApp number and my contact number also, and this is my email ID. So you can always get in touch with me through these numbers. So how did you like this Parajumble guidelines? If you have found it useful, please like it, share it with your friends, and do send me your final comments. And if you haven't yet subscribed this channel called English Advantage YouTube channel, please do join us. Please do subscribe this channel to get all the notifications on time. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I wish you all the best for your bright future. Thank you.